Hi, thanks for checking this video out. Today I'm going to make a simple recipe on the stovetop, a breakfast quesadilla. Stay tuned. I've got the skillet here already on the flame. This is the NeverStick skillet. So I'm just going to add some cubed potatoes, the home fry style, small cubes, maybe ½ inch, 3/8 of an inch. So we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil in here first, for flavoring, because I like getting a little olive oil for flavors. So let's get. I'm only going to use about half of this, and this is one potato. We're going to do one at a time here. Okay. Get that on here. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of salt. Some pepper. A little bit of onion powder. And some garlic powder. Okay, just going to give this a little toss. Now, all I'm really trying to do is I want to toast them up a little bit. It's going to take a few minutes for these to cook anyway, just to get them roasted, get them going, getting soft here. Now, you can use pre-made shredded potatoes if you can find it, or some even some of those tater tots. It's already kind of a shredded style hash brown. So you can use that in this recipe too. You might have to defrost them first and mash them down a little bit, but they'll work just fine. So the home fries here are just about done. You can see that they're nice and toasted on the outside here. The edges are kind of crispy. The next step is I'm going to get this maple breakfast sausage in there. Can I get that in there and break it all up? All we want to do is make sure that that is cooked all the way through, because we want to, this is the raw meat. You don't want to half cook it. You want to make sure it's ready to go, because the next few steps are going to go real quick. And we got some mushrooms, some onions, and some bacon pieces with some eggs that we're going to be adding into this quesadilla. We're going to let this go for a little bit, and then we'll start adding the rest and bring it all together. The sausage and the potatoes are just finishing up here, so we're going to start adding the rest of our ingredients. Okay, we're going to go with some bacon pieces, and again, this is optional. We're going to add some mushrooms, and these are canned mushrooms that I've strained out and dried out with a paper towel for a little bit. If you have fresh mushrooms, you can go ahead and use those, but make sure that you toast them up first so you can get a lot of the water out of it. All right, so we're going to let this just toast up and be nice for a little while. Okay. Add a little bit of salt. And some more black pepper. Okay. Give it a little toss here. Oh yeah. The boys got skill. The boys got skill. All right. So now the next part is we're going to add the egg on here just to kind of bind everything up. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we're just going to make sure it all gets incorporated. And what I'm doing is I'm just moving everything together to the size of the tortilla shell that we're going to be using. I'm going to be using a flour tortilla, about this size here. So this is going to be just enough to cover that. So we want to wait till the egg is pretty much done here, because once we cover it, we really can't see it. So I'm just bringing everything together here so it stays. Okay, and we're going to start adding some cheese. Now I'm using a Mexican blend cheese, which is for quesadillas, Jack Cheddar, Asadero, I think it's how you say it. So you have a couple of different flavored cheeses here. Just going to add some here. This will help stick everything together. We're going to put this flour tortilla on here and just press it down here, just so the cheese starts melting onto the tortilla. And we're just going to tuck everything in here. Okay. And you want to be careful when you put your hand down on it, not to burn yourself. You can use a flat, large spatula to kind of help you along here. Now we're going to be flipping this in just a second. I want to make sure that the cheese is actually doing its job. Okay. So you can see that it's moving around pretty good. Okay, we want to make sure that everything gets tucked in. We can probably use a dish. Okay, so we're going to place the dish on here. You want to obviously use a dish that's big enough. And you want to do a quick flip like that. And then just piece of cake. Easy little trick there if you don't feel comfortable flipping. So we're just going to push that in to make sure it toasts up. We're just going to toast up while the tortilla gets toasted around the edges. That's how we know you'll probably start seeing some bubbling or some brown, golden brown edges. That's when you know you're pretty much ready. So what we're going to do at that point, we're going to fold it up and getting close to finishing it. Okay, so still looking good. I'm going to add just a little bit more cheese here, just for good measure. Okay. So you can see the little bubbles like that. That's telling you it's getting ready to get crispy on the outside. So, and if you want to take a look, you can take your spatula and just take a look underneath. Okay, yeah, not there yet. Still kind of soft. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to score it right in the center like that. And what that does, I'm not cutting it all the way through. I'm just scoring it just so when I fold it, it just doesn't slide out in case it's still not completely done. Because you can see the cheese kind of running in there in the middle. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to push it up against this edge here, like that, and give it a flip, like that, and just kind of give it a press. Just press it down, like that, and push it to the edge. That'll help give it a nice toasted edge. Now you can cook this for as long as you like. If you like it extra crispy, go extra crispy. I'm going to go about midway, so probably a couple of minutes per side here. So just to be able to get it nice and crispy on that side there. And some of the oil that's in there is going to help toast that up too. Okay, so I'm going to push that in. Okay, and if you give it just a little press like that, hold it down, you'll give it a nice crust faster. So I'll just give it a couple of seconds here. All right, so now I'm going to take it and I'm going to flip it to the back side. So you can see the beautiful color here. Nice, beautiful color, nice and brown. And I'm going to do the same thing here, kind of push it up against the edge of the pan. That'll help everything to stay in, and just press it down for a little bit. You can also use a weight to put on top of it if you have one of those patty weights. You can see, nice color, nice and toasted. We're going to take it to the counter. We're going to cut it in the middle here, and I'll show you what it looks on the inside and give it a taste. So let's cut this in half and see how it came out. So you can hear a little bit of a crunch in there. Okay, that's good. Still kind of warm, but I mean, if you take a look at that, looks really nice, really good. I'm going to add a little bit of medium salsa to this, and you can add it to the top. You can put it on the inside if you like. It's up to you. I'm just going to add some to the top here, just to help cool it off too. Let's give this a taste. Oh, that's good. That's real good. And it didn't take too long to make. Again, you can use pre-cooked sausage. You can use pre-cooked hash browns, pre-cooked mushrooms, whatever you can find that's pre-done. Make it easy on yourself. That's what we do here too. Is if I can find stuff that's already pre-done and it's decent quality, I'm going to use it. We don't want to spend too much time doing the cooking. We want to spend time eating and enjoying the company. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed me making the quesadilla on the stovetop here. Also, check out some of the videos here that YouTube places. There's some from my playlist here. We enjoy having you join us for these videos. We enjoy making the videos, and we'd like to thank you for spending time with us. I'll see you in the next video.